got to work with people that I respect and have grown to respect even more. And today we'll be exposing each other and just going through the process. And we love each other now, but there were times that we were tricky, very tricky. So I actually met with each and every one of you personally before the actual thing, just to make sure that I was connecting properly with each of you. And I gave you a brief of each thing. What about the brief that we spoke about did you connect with first?
Personally, I didn't. I didn't.
You were stressed. You were angry at me.
No, remember, I think you came to Black Motion offices and we started talking, and the idea for me, or the brief, changed immediately. Because what you were saying, I was interpreting it differently. I was going to the UN performance that I once saw, and I thought we could create a landscape and a canvas where we could use graphics to just share the message. So, I mean, it was just the first brief, and, like in my head was, okay, what are we gonna do? Do we have the technology? Do we have the space? Do we have the height? Do we have the budget? Is it gonna be, adequate for what we wanna do? But, I mean, the rest is history, and the story is quite great to see the final production the way it is now.
Because I just rocked up. I said, "This is what I want."
Yeah.
I didn't tell you how it's gonna happen, and then you kind of broke it down for me, and I was like, "Okay, maybe we can do it." But literally, you figured out a way to make it almost exact to what we wanted it to be.
Actually, do you remember the first point? It was supposed to be a projector.
Ah, yes.
It was supposed to be a projector.
Behind.
Yes. And I looked at that thing. I'm like, first of all, I saw that Beyonce one. I was like, yo, they're probably using like high-end 50 projectors stacked. And I looked at them like, yo.
And I've got a straight face that time.
It's like,
I'm
no, I don't want
"This is what
LED.
I don't want LED.
It's gonna look like a normal gospel show.
Yeah.
I don't want LED.
Show? Yeah.
No, I don't want LED. I wanted to look like this so that people are surrounded. Yes, but people
Part
to
of
be
it.
surrounded and to be part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think for me the brief was very confusing at first, because she showed me a Beyonce video at the UN. I look at this thing, I'm like, okay, so you want me to do graphics, but you are giving me color limitations.
Yes, I'm a project.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm a projector.
Yeah.
You are saying you don't want color, you want this thing to be white. You want the whole
Don't
show.
want lighting.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't
Yeah,
want
you want
lighting.
the whole show to be white.
White.
You want me to create graphics for 14 songs with white.
Yeah.
Oh, I eventually came to the last meeting before the show.
Eventually,
That was like, eventually. I get there and I'm like, yeah, these people look interesting.
She's talking Beyonce's creative ideas, but the budget.
No, and then I come to that last meeting. Then I make changes.
Oh.
I'm like, let's make the stage white.
Oh.
Let's
On the
do
last
2
meeting,
levels.
which is his first meeting of the 19,000 meetings. Then he rocks up and changes everything.
Let's make the LED curve.
Yeah.
Let's make it
Yes,
turn.
I remember.
Okay, you know what? Let's make a different level for the PVs.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what the budget is, but
Make it happen. And again, Pella, that's a white. It's not a paint, You have to really create a glossy finish on stage, 2 levels, which worked great, by the way, because it made you look like you were gliding on stage with all the reflection of the screen and the lights. I was like, okay, if it was black, we would not see you. You'd be like in a dark hole. So the white actually elevated you because everyone else was just around you, and there was this centerpiece in white.
Remember, we had to also shorten the ramp.
Oh, yes. Was that because of the audience?
And Cedric was adamant about the numbers. He was not playing.
Can we add
with
more
the seats.
chairs? Is it possible to can we add more here?
It's like,
Just
no.
one more
no,
chairs.
but do you guys remember the mess with the chairs? People start walking in and there are chairs missing.
And we added chairs.
And we added chairs.
And you
were
fought
running
with me.
around.
I was fighting with them because they're trying to add chairs where I'm moving my camera.
camera.
No, but that's where the camera is. No, put it over there. Then they started like secretly, I think Bongi secretly put chairs in certain places, and I was just like,
I know that I'm that irritating client that literally wants to be on top of everything. And I went to the booth, even I was in your booth, and I checked every single camera, and I said, yes, this is what I want. And I literally was, Shem, I was literally, I was literally on your case at 12, at 1, and like literally, and Shem, yes, I bothered literally every single one of you. I told you, this is, usually you just go there and you do what you want. And
Yep.
me, I said, KG, I do not want pink. Do not want purple.
You
I
were
do
never
not.
gonna.
Ne-
I am blind when it comes
And-
to the magenta.
And then you agreed,
then-
though.
no, there's a moment where I said to him on comms, my brother, you'll apologize later.
We're gonna get there because I've got bones to pick, many
Yeah.
bones to pick.